Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Soul Horizons Tarot. I'm going to be doing a love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, therefore it might not resonate for everyone. If it does not sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, then it is not your story. If it does resonate, feel free to leave a comment, or you can like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed this and want to see future content or uploads. I've already shuffled, so we're going to cut and get started. Alright, so this set over here will be the person most on your mind. That's what the reading is about. It's a love reading, but it's we're looking at the person most on your mind, whether that's someone you are currently in a connection with. 3 majors, wow. Someone that you're separated from, or someone that you are just romantically interested in. I might have turned that down a little too much. Okay. So make sure everything's in frame and then we'll get started. And as per usual, I forget to start my timer. Okay. Yes. I love you. Good night. Okay. Huh? Thank you for dinner. You're welcome. Okay. Alright, sorry about the confusion. Alright, we're going to start on your person's side regarding their current energy situation. What's going on for them right now? They've had the Strength card, that's Leo. You actually both have a Leo right up top. Leo energy. Signs don't always mean anything. And also the gender of the card. I just say the gender that's on the card. If it's a male, then I say he, but ignore it if it doesn't apply. Applicable. Alright, tell me about this person's current energy situation with Strength. They may be showing some restraint right now. They may be accessing their physical, mental, emotional, or even spiritual strength. They might be overcoming something, braving something, being very courageous, but we'll see. What's going on with this person? The person most on Aquarius's mind. What's their current energy situation? Tell me. I cannot seem to get the volume on this right. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on with this person. Alright, we'll do 3 shuffles. That is 1. It's 2. And 3. 2 of Wands. Alright, they could be holding back. Again, showing self-restraint. The 2 of Wands talks about standing at a crossroads. So you're not taking action as of yet. You're waiting. You're trying to choose the best option, choose the best path. That's starting to aggravate me. This person could have multiple options that they could have access to. Tell me more. They could be waiting on something or someone. Or they could just be kind of at a standstill at the moment because they're in the process of making some kind of choice. Tell me one more. Tell me more. It kind of feels like they're holding back from doing something, though. They're biding their time, or they're waiting for the right moment. Tell me one more with the Two of Wands and Strength, please. One. Oh, okay. It could be about expressing their feelings. Cancer, Pisces, mainly Scorpio energy there. Trying to decide if they want to express something or if they want to trust something. It could be like withholding their next move or withholding their hand because they want to make sure that it's safe. Tell me, what are they waiting for? What's that Two of Wands about? What's that Two of Wands about? Did I not put this on repeat? Tell me about the Two of Wands. What is that about? What's this person waiting for? What's the, okay. The Sun. Oh. They could be waiting on you because that's your card up here. The Sun, Leo, more Leo energy. Or they could be waiting for a path or a choice to be illuminated, to be shown to them. They could be waiting for an opening, an invitation. But the Sun does illuminate. The Sun shows us the way. The Sun is also freedom, happiness, joy. So this person is holding back, using a lot of self-restraint or being very patient while they wait for something to be revealed. I kind of want to look at that King of Cups, but I don't want to take too long clarifying because I am trying to make my videos shorter and easier to digest. Tell me about, almost had one, tell me about that King of Cups. What does that King of Cups want to do here? Who or what is that about? What's that King of Cups about? It kind of feels like this person doesn't quite trust something up front. So just kind of waiting. Not like distrust because they think it's like, but then again, they could be waiting on you. You do have the Sun as your current energy situation. They could be waiting to see how things play out for you or what you'll do. 1, 2, 6 of Swords. Okay, this person is considering just detaching from whatever this is, or moving on, or moving forward, leaving something or someone behind. They probably feel kind of vulnerable, like they're exposed. Maybe they're losing a little bit of faith in something. They're very cautiously optimistic or hopeful, but at the same time they're also considering like mentally detaching and emotionally, because it is underneath the King of Cups. But maybe giving it some time, separating themselves from it. Maybe it's something that would be very difficult to let go of because we are showing strength here. It might not be an easy choice if they do decide to let whatever this is go. It could be waiting on a job, waiting on a person, waiting on an opportunity, or you. I don't know that for certain, but you do have the Sun as your current energy situation. So that is all about joy, happiness. Again, things being illuminated, freedom, liberation, Tell me about the sun for Aquarius. Why is that here? What does it represent for their current energy and situation? You can talk about ego, positivity. Tell me about the sun for Aquarius's current energy situation, please. Alright, 3 shuffles. 1, 2. Okay, thank you. Better late than never, I guess. Okay. So you could be celebrating something. 4 of Wands can talk about a celebration, but it can also talk about stability, safety, security. Sometimes it is, when we talk celebration, that can be a wedding, a baby shower, a reunion, a graduation, a homecoming, a really exciting event, possibly like a concert or something. But some of you could be really happy that you got a new home, a new job, something that would bring stability to you. Some of you could have just gotten married or proposed to, or you're going to somebody's wedding, or you've been invited to some event. Maybe you just got really good news that you're celebrating. Tell me more. One more, please, for Aquarius's current energy situation. Really good news. Okay, that landed in the reverse. What's that about? Ooh, 5 of Swords in the reverse. Some of you are happy that someone is no longer in your life, or something is no longer in your life that was causing you a great deal of conflict, drama, negative attitude. You feel freed from something or someone. I want to see what that's about because I'm nosy. This is a general reading, so it could be different for everybody. But some of you could have won some kind of battle, whether it was with a person or an institution. Tell me about that 5 of Swords. Why is that here? What does it represent? Why is the 5 of Swords here in the reverse? Tell me about that 5 of Swords. Something that represented conflict, anger, or just really toxic. I forgot to do the meditation thing. I was going to do that. Oops. Tell me 1, 2, 3. Yeah, something that you had to defend yourself against. Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of you have literally been liberated by someone or something that was causing you a lot of chaos, destruction, turmoil, maybe some nasty individual. Or, you know, it could be something a little simpler, like you fixed up your home, something that was causing you a lot of stress, or there were fights about something, but you've been freed from it, and now you can feel a little bit more secure, a little bit more safe without this in your life. Okay, it's something that you felt like you always had to be on the defensive. You always had to play defense or offense, kind of, well, either. But you could never just be still and be at peace with whatever this represents for you. It could be a person, it could be a situation. But regardless, it looks like if it's not completely out of your life, it is on its way out. You are liberating yourself, or have been liberated from something. Or it could have been very good news that, like, made you feel like you don't have to stress out anymore. Alright, so let's look at the biggest challenge or obstacle between the two of you. We have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. It can talk about a major ultimate choice, but it can also be about a relationship. It's a very, very strong relationship with the Lovers. Mind, body, soul, spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional. It covers all facets. Oh, where am I from? Facets. I didn't ask, but it did come out. So we have the Page of Wands. That's Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Anything else? Tell me more. Tell me more about the biggest challenge or obstacle between Aquarius and the person most on their mind. Tell me more, please. Tell me one more. Okay. Okay, it looks like a couple different things here. It could be interpreted a couple different ways. One person approached this in a very now energy, or almost like trying to initiate something very quickly, while the other person was taking their sweet time, or wanted to take their time, wanted to move slowly, wanted to be logical, wanted to be practical, wanted to be the resourceful, calm, cool, collected one, while the other one was just all about immediate gratification, initiation. Another way to interpret this would be kind of maturity level. One was, there could be an age difference here, but it could be more of a maturity level. So it's kind of the same thing as I already said, just one was all about the physical aspect, where the other one wanted to be long-term, serious. They wanted to make it serious. They wanted to move in a direction where it went somewhere. The other one was just seemingly wanted to keep it on a very low-key or very physical. Tell me about the Page of Wands. Another way to say this would be like, it did start as physical, but then it didn't really gather much energy after that. There was the potential for it with the Lovers there, but it just kind of stalled out with the Knight of Pentacles showing up. Tell me about that Page of Wands. Clarify that for me, please. Clarify that Page of Wands. 1, 2, and 3. Where's my clock? Oh, okay. Did I say 3? I think I did. Okay. How about that Knight of Pentacles? How about that Knight of Pentacles? Ooh. Oh, okay. So somebody was more focused on their money. I don't know if they like outright wanted to be single. Okay, somebody could have just wanted the physical connection because they were more driven to grow their abundance. It could be that, I'm good with being single. I'm good with keeping this, maybe they didn't want a higher level of commitment because they're so self-focused on their self, on their abundance, on their prosperity, on their success, especially in a financial area, or they want to be financially abundant, financially secure, financially independent, self-sufficient. So this Page of Wands over here was offering something. I read this wrong, I think. The Page of Wands did, but they never got to express further than just the physical. The Page of Wands in a love relationship would be somebody that has a lot of curiosity, interest, especially sexual interest. They're very charming and very sweet, but it does look like the person over here, whether that's you or the other one, but kind of looks like you just because it's going in your direction. Anyway, it doesn't have to be. Somebody else was more focused on growing their wealth, growing their abundance, growing their ability to sustain themselves, growing their business possibly. There's nothing really wrong with that. We do have the Lovers here to show that there was potentially some, a good connection. However, if it doesn't go anywhere, then, or if we don't take it past just the potential, then it falls flat. Alright, let's look at how they see you. This is their perspective of you, does not make it true, it's just their perception of you. Tell me about it. Okay, wow. Ten of Pentacles and Death. Alright, that's Scorpio energy with the Ten of Pentacles. Without that, that is already abundant. This person could see you as someone who already has a successful business or a home, an established place. Like you own your own home, you own your own car, you own possibly your own business, or you're already self-sufficient. You already have a place in society or within a family. With the Death card there, that would be like, well, actually I'm going to clarify that, but it could be that they see it as over and done because this is a 10. Like we've reached the end of where this can go because this person they've already reached the pinnacle of success. Okay, and they also see you as the Star. Okay, well, it could be, you know, maybe that's a factor of intimidation. Maybe they're not where you're at financially or success-wise or status-wise, respect-wise. Maybe they don't feel like they could reach that level, so it's over. But they do see you as the Star. That's Aquarius energy. So something that they would love to attain, a hope, a wish, a desire, very, very, very desirable outcome, a wish granted with the Star, or a wish fulfillment. But with Death here, this gives me like the it's over, or they're over it, they're over me, they're. Tell me about Death. Why is that here? What does it represent? Okay, the Moon. could be quite complicated in their mind. You could be quite complicated. Maybe they don't fully understand why it's over, but they do understand that it is. Death can talk about the end of something. Change, transformation. Maybe they see you moving up in life and they don't see that they can follow. Because you do have cards over here that would suggest that you're going through some kind of transformation, which is what death is about, transformation. They don't fully understand all of it though, because the moon shows confusion, something hidden, secrets, or just the unknown. Maybe they see that you're changing, but again, they don't know why. Maybe they see you also, because we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Star, as somebody that, again, they can't measure up to the standards of the Star. The Star is a hard thing to reach. It's a hard thing to attain. And maybe that's why they're up here considering letting something go. Maybe that's what they're considering letting go, is you. This could also talk about a very profound change. So maybe they've seen a change in you that's very striking to them. It doesn't make them want you any less, clearly, with the Star showing up. But maybe it makes it even harder to imagine a scenario where it would be possible to reach you. But the way they see you is good, minus the Death card, because I think that means they don't see a way forward. Like something about you and them is over, or will never begin if it hasn't. Alright, so let's look at how you see them. How does Aquarius see this person with the Page of Wands? How does Aquarius see? Maybe you came into some money, some inheritance, or you came to success in some aspect of your life, and it changed you, or they perceive that it has changed you, but in reality, well, it probably did, but anyway, let's look at you. Let's look at your version of them. Tell me about that Page of Wands for how they see this person. That's too many. Could see them as a bit fanatic. Like a super fan. A little overzealous, possibly possessive. I'm just saying that because looking at those cards. Tell me about that Page of Wands. 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I'm getting meek. Because the Page of Wands isn't usually meek or timid. They're not really mild-mannered. But with that Four of Swords, it kind of gives, and then just the card in general, the way it's walking away from the woman in the background. Hopefully you can see that and the light's not. Well, can I ask for a Six of Pentacles? Yeah. Tell me one more. Oh, okay, Five of Pentacles. Alright. see them, maybe you see them as needy too. Or maybe they were dependent on you in some way, maybe like codependent. Maybe they relied on you too heavily, or somebody that would rely on you, like they can't take care of themselves. Like, well, especially financially, but it could be, physically, emotionally. Maturity might not be there too, since you do see them as the page. You could see them as immature. Tell me about that page, for how Aquarius sees this person. Tell me about it. Yeah, you would have to take up more responsibility. Maybe they're taking on more responsibility. Okay, it could be that. It could be that this person has a heavy burden to carry, and they're taking care of someone, and it's kind of like it's taking up all of their energy, all of their time, all of their focus. And you don't really see them, you don't see yourself benefiting from this because they have so much already on their shoulders, or they have a lot of baggage. It could be to do with a mother, a partner of theirs, whether they're in a commitment or not. Or maybe it's an ex of theirs that's they're having to help in some way. It could be a child or children. So one of two things here. You either see them as someone that you would have to carry the majority of the weight of the relationship, whether financially, emotionally, physically, or they're in a situation where they're doing that and they are burdened by it, overburdened. It could too also be that maybe they have hurt you before by abandoning you. We do have two cards here showing abandonment. Like this person's walking away from the woman, and then we have this, which is a card of feeling left out in the cold, rejected, neglected. So maybe, okay, again, you could see them neglecting responsibilities, or maybe they have done that to you before, or again, you would be the one to carry the weight. You would be the provider. You would be the main source of income, or so one of those three things. Alright, moving on to how they feel about you. Ace of Swords. Not great for feelings so far, but let's see. Maybe they've come to some radical conclusion. Okay, they feel the Six of Cups. And there's a truth here. We'll see what that is. Six of Cups could say that you guys have known each other for a good amount of time, but even if you have not, there is a feeling of having known you for a long time. Okay, so if you are not long-term friends or schoolmates or co-workers, then you have, at least they feel, you might not feel the same. Look at that, I just realized that was the same card. Yikes. They felt towards you like soulmate type thing, where they've known you before in a previous life. Instant connection, instant recognition. That is love, and it is a sweet, charming, endearing kind of love. What else? Queen of Wands, they find you very, very attractive. They are very attracted to you. Maybe it's hit home with that Ace of Swords. It's really struck them. Or they've come to a realization that this is the truth. They love you, and they've also, well, attraction usually comes first for guys, but if this is a woman, then it could go the same way. Yeah, they know without a shadow of a doubt that they care about you. They have very strong feelings for you. They've probably felt a certain way about you for a long time, and if you haven't known each other, again, it feels like they have. And they are very, very attracted to you. That is the truth. Ace of Swords means truth, realization, recognition, or recognition of a truth. There is love there with the cups. There's attraction there with the wands. Okay, but how you feel towards them, again, not great. Tell me about it. Tell me about how Aquarius feels for the person most on their mind. Tell me about it. Why? Okay. Oh, this is the person you freed yourself from? Okay, I just got, they're angry at the world because they're suffering. I don't know if that applies to every one of you, but I just got that very strong. They're angry, they project, they are going through some kind of hardship, or they had a hard life, or they had a hard childhood, or they're going through something in the present. But with the Five of Swords, this is like lashing out at everyone because of it. Or maybe even blaming. Because the Five of Swords, that's heavy. Probably my least favorite card in tarot. It talks about conflict, arguments, confrontation, or a very confrontational person. Ego, pride. Too much ego or pride to say you're sorry, never backing down, spoiling things, sabotage, causing drama, causing chaos, saying hateful things. Tell me more. You're feeling, or this could be you very angry at them. Maybe you're angry at them because they're not. Do you have the Eight of Pentacles now? Maybe you see this person, or your feelings for this person, not great with the fives here. And then the Eight of Pentacles, this kind of feels like you've got to clean up a mess, whether it's a mess they made financially for you, or a mess they put you in, or a mess of like the situation they left you in emotionally. Like you've got to do damage control. You're very angry. Or they were a very angry individual. Four of Swords. You could have blocked them, or there could be very little communication, or you could be healing because of the damage they caused. Some of you could have felt like they put work before you, and there's a fine line there. Obviously, you have to work, and you have to work hard to create a good life. Especially if you have a partner, you have to work even harder because you want to be able to provide for yourself and them. But this is taken to the extreme in some cases, like a workaholic, someone that enjoys being at work more than they do in at home or in a relationship. They find reasons not to be home. But it more so feels like somebody that's got to pick up the pieces. They have to work harder because they were put at such a low point or a deficit. Alright, so their next actions towards you, King of Wands, does look like they're taking an action. Knight of Pentacles, they may take their time doing so. They may be evaluating the best course of action or the best plan to say what they want to say or do what they are going to do. The King of Wands is an action taker, though. With the Knight of Pentacles, this does talk about either very slow, taking their time, or not just the speed with which it happens, but what's going on behind that. And the Knight of Pentacles is very much Virgo to me. Somebody that plans, strategizes, comes up with a practical approach, or takes their time. But very persistent energy with that. Steady. Tell me one more. This person's next action. The action they're most likely to take. King of Wands, yeah. They're definitely... They're gonna get it out regardless. Because the King of Wands, when he wants something, he goes after it. He doesn't sit idle. He very much likes to conquer. It's very much about winning for the King of Wands. Out of any of the kings, he likes to lose the least. He does not take it well, and he probably will keep trying. Okay, what is this action beyond just taking an action? The world could try to reach out to you via other people, social media, but the world can also talk about a cycle. Especially, like, the world can talk about the web, so internet. But I also see it as like connecting, so just lines of communication. Especially if there's some distance involved, then physically being there might be hard, so reaching out via email, phone call, text. But other than that, could be trying to restart a cycle here, or just begin one if you've never really had a relationship with this person. Okay, so this person's definitely going to take an action. It might not be immediate, only because we have this guy here who does take his time so that he can plot a course. Be very strategic. And your reaction to this is the Ten of Cups. How you would, if this person were to take this action, okay, this is the action they're most likely to take. Doesn't mean they will. Tarot does not dictate free will. But if they were, it looks like you would be happy. We'll see. I mean, Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment, happiness. It's similar to the Sun, but it's minor arcana. That's major. Meaning major usually has long-reaching effects. Tell me about that Ten of Cups for Aquarius. Oh, shoot. I don't know how far I went over that, but crap. My bad. Wait. Alright, try again. Ten of Cups for Aquarius's reaction. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is celebratory energy here. Okay. It's very welcoming, very warm. Yeah, you'll be communicating back. There might be a whole lot of communication between the two of you, whether it's phone calls or emails or whatever, visits to the home, possibly. But more so, the Eight of Wands is about forward momentum, quick, fast, speedy, like an immediate, happy reaction. So you will be pleased to hear from this person. If that doesn't sound good to you right now, everything else has resonated and that sounds like garbage, like you don't ever want to hear from this person again, it might be because their approach is much different than you're used to, or maybe there has been enough time that has passed. But I guess you'll see. I don't know. Obviously, general reading can't resonate for every single person that watches this. Probable outcome, we have the Chariot. It is also forward momentum, success, victory. It's also a card of balance, success. It is major arcana. Cancer energy. Oh, Aries, Leo, Sag, mainly Leo. Got a lot of Leo in this reading. Doesn't necessarily have to mean anything, but tell me about the Chariot. Tell me about the Chariot. You know, this person might not be the person that you released yourself from. They could just remind you of a person, and that was the turn off. So, alright, tell me about the Chariot. The probable outcome. Probable because it cannot be definitive. Tarot does not dictate free will, either theirs or your own. Okay, tell me about the Chariot. 1. That is 2. And 3. Okay. Something begun. Does look like it moves in a good direction. So possibly this person reaching out or taking this action moves something forward in a significant way. Tell me more. There could be travel involved if you guys live at a distance. And the Emperor. Okay. I want to clarify him. That's Aries energy. Tell me about the Emperor. This just looks like the Page of Wands showing up as the Emperor. Or it could be them and you. And you're looking at them like... what is that? What is that? What are those? But let's see. Tell me about that Emperor. 5 of Cups. Oh, okay. So, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It feels like this person has a lot to prove to you, and you as the Emperor, could be the other way around, but I'm not seeing it that way. I'm just going to stick with what I feel. You're looking at them like, are they going to show up? And when they show up, are they going to maintain it? Are they going to sustain what they're offering you as the page? Because the pages are the lowest tier, okay? They can represent children, Okay, they're very youthful or immature or naive. Not that that can be bad, but you would want to see the page grow into a knight and then into a king. If the page stays at a page, the emperor will not play. Okay? So, with the Five of Cups here, this person needs to either hurt you and they have a lot to prove to you, or you have been hurt too much. So you have expectations, and if they don't fulfill those, if they don't back up their words with action, if they don't show up, if they're not consistent, if they are in any way unreliable, or they start to make you feel like they're untrustworthy, you will not play. You will not play games as the Emperor, or whoever this is. It could be the other way around. If you are showing up to them as the page, and then they are the Emperor, then you have got to prove. But I don't think that's the case based on how they see you, how they feel about you, and vice versa. How you see them and how you feel. It looks like there's a lot of ground to cover here. But it does look like it goes in a positive direction. But you're still going to be like, you know, very critically watching them, paying attention. You're going to be keeping your eye on them. I mean, just look at the stern glare that he's giving the page. It's like, are you coming with party tricks again, really? I'm fucking 29 years old. What are you doing with the magic trick set kit from when you were 10? I'm gonna have to go buy you some liquor, fudge your license for you. Grow up. That's just me being silly. You could be 32, you could be 54, I don't know, I'm just being silly. Anyway, long-term, real-world, overall potential between you and the person most on your mind. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Tell me more about the long world? Real time? Oh dear. Real world. Long term. Okay. What's this? Yeah. I'm getting the same thing here. There's a lot to prove. There's a lot of damage to undo. There's a lot of things they're going to have to do to make you feel like you can set the sword, the wand, let your guard down. Possibly both of you. You could both, because they're both in this together, you both could have some reasons to feel a little bit on the defensive, like skeptical, am I gonna need a trauma kit after this is over, or because of you. But with the star showing up, that's really good energy there. However, our main card is the Nine of Wands, so that tells me we're coming into this already with our guard up, possibly both of you. But the star and this together just came out in the challenge position. The challenge is Seven of Wands is kind of similar to that 9, but this is like justifiably holding your ground. This is just, I've been hurt before and I don't want to get hurt again, so I'm going to stand here and not sleep for 16 weeks so that nobody can catch me off guard again. This is justifiably doing that. Having something that you believe in and you fight for and you won't back down. Okay, similar but very different. as far as like intent and purpose. Alright, so one more please, for the long-term real-world potential. Alright, 8 of Wands. We do lose a little bit of stamina, not stamina. What is that other word? It just slipped right out. It was there and it was gone. Not stamina. Momentum, but it was a different word. We lose a little bit of momentum. We go from the 7 to the 9 and then back down to the 8. I think it's because we're having to do damage control. But the fact that we have the 8 here means that if we work together, we can move this thing forward. It can't be a solo thing. I mean, you each have to work on yourselves respectively, but you have to work together as a team. You have to communicate. And 8 Wands are all about communication. Alright, so that's really nice, actually. I mean, not the best starting point with that 9 there, but the star backing it up means, wow, if it could come together, it could be beautiful. But can you let your guard down? Or can this person give you a reason to? Can you work together to find a reason to not be so afraid of moving it forward? Okay, Aquarius, that is your reading. Let me know in the comments if this resonated. If you liked this, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you for everyone who dropped in or stayed throughout. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will talk to you guys. Oh, enjoy your weekend too. Talk to you guys next time.